Hi, my name is Hannah, and we've probably never met, but thanks to the internet, we are well met, as they say in Shakespeare. I'm not sure that I love that. Thanks to the internet, here we are. I can think of 5, if not 55 things that you and I share in common, despite the fact that we have never met in person. This video is all about storytelling, why it works, why you do want to do it, and why you want to improve your storytelling skills. If you'd like to learn more about how to be an effective storyteller, go download the 5 storytelling mistakes you are making. It's on my website. If you have questions, feel free to shoot me an email, articulateWithHannah@gmail.com, or head over to my Instagram and send me a DM, articulateWithHannah. You'll learn the effective components of stories, what they are, why they matter, how to use them to sell your product, your service, or yourself. They'll help you bolster buy-in at work, and they'll ensure that your friends and family don't want to take needles and stab their eyeballs out when you're telling your next story, because we all know those people who tell stories that make us want to stab our eyeballs out. Don't be that person. Download my guide. As I said in the beginning, we have probably never met, and yet there are hundreds, if not thousands of things that I know you and I share in common. To prove it, here are 5 off the top of my head. Number 1, you and I are both going to age. Sad but true. You and I both have hearts. We have physical hearts beating in our bodies. On that note, because I love food, you and I both have stomachs in our bodies. You and I both live on planet Earth. We are Earthlings. I feel like that's the farmer's insurance. It is. We are farmers. Dun, 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 dun. We both live on planet Earth. You and I both have experienced loss, either personally, distantly, or somewhere in the middle. You and I both have dreams and aspirations. They might not be the same, but we both have them. These 5, 6, 7, all of these things that I've listed that you and I have in common, despite the fact that we have never met, are called universal truths. Universal truths apply to all people, all places, and all things. When it comes to universal truths in storytelling, universal truths are what move a story from okay to superb. Universal truths are what connect you to me. They connect your entire audience. Yes, every single person in the audience becomes connected with universal truths. Consider the story of the Ugly Duckling. There is an animal, presumably a duck, that is born in a barnyard. And it's a pretty ugly looking duck. In fact, it's so ugly that its brothers and sisters, in the words of the author, hustle it. Welcome to the fairy tales of the 1800s and language. So the bird is hustled. He goes in search of circumstances that are more positive. He finds some hens, but he gets pecked at by them. He gets spurned by the hen wife. In the winter, he finds himself swimming alone in a lake, treading water to the point that he freezes over. And a peasant, again, the author's words, not mine, finds the duck, cracks the ice open, brings the duck inside, nurses it back to health. And while the duck's recuperating, it sees these beautiful, majestic birds flying through the sky, and it wishes it could fly like them. The bird soon leaves the peasant's house because he's afraid that he'll be made fun of or mistreated. And he decides to try out his wings, and he flaps, and he can fly, and he lands on this beautiful lake. And he sees those birds that he'd seen in the sky, and they start to rush him. And he's worried that they're going to attack him, but he looks in the lake and sees his reflection, and he sees he's just like them. He's a beautiful swan. This is a story about an ugly duckling, an animal, and yet it resonates with all of us just the same. You and I both connect with this story because of the universal truths found in it. Searching for yourself, finding your people, finding where you belong. It's something that most humans, just about every human, strives for or feels. This video is a teaser of what is in my guide, the 5 storytelling mistakes you're making, and learn how to transform your stories into Indiana Jones-worthy sagas. That's all I have for today. Thanks for listening, and I'll catch you next time.